Hey, it's like day 106. Woo! Walking into a conference on women in ministry at Grand Rapids Theological Seminary. An all-day conference about women in ministry and a lot of thoughts, a lot of different perspectives, opinions. Anyways, youth pastors, let me just give you this tip. Whatever your view is on women in ministry, I would say if you're a girl, you need guys on your team. If you're a guy, you need girls on your team to help speak into, disciple, invest in the guys and girls that are students that are in your youth ministry. So if you don't have that, find volunteers who are legit, who are awesome, who can care for, love, lead, disciple the guys or the girls if you're the guy or the girl.
Hi, I have another video today. Out of the way.
I'm pre-making a smoothie for later tonight, so when I blend it and everyone's asleep, it won't wake them up. Then I'm gonna pre-blend some coffee for the morning. An hour and 10 minutes on Zwift, 5 minutes to go. So I spent all day at this Women in Ministry conference, and I had a couple thoughts that I want to share with you. First one is this, and this is regardless of where you stand theologically in the position of women in ministry or wherever your church stands. I think in youth ministry, there's a lot of things we can do that our students are going to really be benefited by, regardless of where all the other stuff shakes out theologically. First thought is that if an unchurched person were to hear that as church leaders we're debating whether like women can have leadership roles in the church, they would kind of laugh or be confused. Like we had a woman who ran for president. A woman could hold the highest office of leadership in America, yet there's many churches in America where they can't even be on the church leadership team. So that might be confusing. That might be something that you need to work through as an individual, as a church staff, if you haven't already. But that's not going to help us win with unchurched people. Anyways, when it comes to your youth ministry, here's what I've learned over the years, and that is that if you're a guy, this is if you're a guy. If you're a girl, just flip it and do the opposite, because the majority of youth pastors are guys, and then the less majority are girls. But if you're a guy, I've found huge value in having females speak into the lives of your students. Literally, whenever I have a girl teaching on stage to our students, all the girls lean in more. All the girls are going to resonate a little bit differently with a female teaching than they do with me or with a guy teaching. And that's just natural and there's normal. There's certain value that a girl will add that I just can't bring to these students. And so I'd say if you can, do whatever it takes to find a female. If you're a guy, find a female who can occasionally teach in your student ministry setting. For me, it's been my wife many times over the years. Maybe your wife's not into that, or she doesn't want to do that, or is not gifted in that. Find another female in your church who has a gift of teaching, or who you can equip and help to be able to teach. Maybe even have her do it with you sometimes, because I'm telling you, that will add something to your teaching and to your youth ministry that will be a huge benefit to your girls if you're a guy. And if you're a girl, flip it. If you're a girl and you're the primary teacher, occasionally get a guy in there to teach. The guys will then lean in more and resonate with that guy in a way that's different than they resonate with you. Not better or worse, just different, and there's value in that. And so I'd say do what you can to get the opposite sex of you up on the stage, doing things, particularly when it comes to teaching. It could be for worship leading and for other things, but really teaching is where kind of like the kids really benefit, I think, the most from seeing someone who's, if they're a girl, seeing a girl, if they're a guy, seeing a guy up there as a role model, as someone who's speaking into their life. And so that's my tip for today. I've found great value to that in my student ministry over the years and currently. Our leadership is still working through what all this looks like on the church-wide level, the whole women in ministry conversation. Yet in the youth ministry, we are still able to have females on stage teaching, and it adds a lot of value to our youth ministry. So even if your church is like trying to figure this out of where they stand, I think in youth ministry we have more leeway to be able to do different things like this that I think are super helpful and beneficial for our students. See you guys tomorrow.